Hello, everybody. So I got lots of update to share with you. I just want to share this all this update with mostly the expat in the Philippines because I know that some of them are not getting this information. We have first of all in the Philippines, there's bad internet, and then also some people live in a remote area, so they are not getting as much as information or update. But with this video, hopefully they can it can reach out to them more conveniently at whenever they get a chance to go on internet. So, but it's also for everybody, whoever wants an update, because most of the time I am getting my update from social media like Twitter. I don't have TV. I mean, I have TV. I have no idea how many TV I have. I have 5 or 6 TV, but I don't. I cut off the cable. I don't have cable. Okay, so it's all just internet. Most of the time we just watch Netflix or something like that, and then yeah, exciting time. Because I just saw a video clip. I heard President Trump was talking about it, about the income tax. They were kind of throw in like a suggestion that maybe it's about time we should just charge people with church not charge people, instead of charging American taxpayer with taxes. Maybe we should go back to just like a long time ago. The America used to very it's a wealthy country. We still consider a wealthy country, except we are 37 trillion in debt right now. But before we had so much money, as Howard Latnick was saying. Howard is the of course I make a video on my last video, I think, or last two. He was the CEO or I think CEO or president of a big Wall Street firm, the Cantor Fitzgerald. He was suggesting that maybe it's about time to end the taxing American, and then instead go back, just put tariffs on foreigners. Why put the burden on the American citizen if we can put the burden on the from the import goods to our country, meaning tariff. So I will play a short video of that, but before that, let's go with the update. What's going on? A lot of things going on. Trump is trying to complete his cabinet. This when Trump won the of course the election, and then he nominated this cabinet, and a lot of people were saying, oh, they're not going to be confirmed because the Democrat, they're not going to confirm all these people. Which is, for them, it's bad for the party. And then, of course, there's also Republican were also saying same thing. Few of them, we kind of call them as the rhino, just a Republican in the name only, in case you don't know what rhino mean. So in the beginning, it was so like like we're not sure what's going to happen, especially the name Kash Patel. It's like with the target mark. There's no way they're going to confirm Kash Patel. And then there's also like who else? Pete Hegseth with went through just margin, barely get confirmed. And then who else? The only one that get majority of the Senate confirmed was Senator Marco Rubio. He's now the Secretary of State. When Trump mentioned about Rubio, I was not so sure. I said, "Oh, isn't he a rhino?" My first impression pops up right away. But I mean, I don't know if he is or he's not, but he seems to be doing a very good job right now. Talking about Marco Rubio, or Secretary of State. So just few days ago, finally, Kash Patel was confirmed, and a lot of people were so happy. This is the like a big things. Between Kash Patel and Pam Bondi. Kash Patel is now the FBI director, and Pam Bondi, of course. Pam Bondi is the what do you call that? The top lawyer for the U.S. AG. Is it AG? I don't know, what do you call that? I think it's AG. For the Justice Department. All right. So she's the boss of the general. I know, something like general. Anyway, Pam Bondi is the head of the Justice Department, and so they're gonna be working hand in hand. I mean, this, when Trump assembled this cabinet, like this, like it's a lot of the name here is like caught many people by surprise. I was surprised, like Pete Hegseth. I was just shocked when we picked Pete Hegseth to head the Department of Defense. But and then when I do my research, I say, oh wow, Pete has a very good background. He's Princeton, I think Princeton and Harvard graduate. And then somebody also like Tom Homan, is the INS chief border czar. I mean, I already know Tom Homan a long time ago. I watched his many interview, so I'm not surprised with Tom. Expected that. But who else? John Ratcliffe, probably not many people know John Ratcliffe. He is now the CIS director. He is I like John. He was on Trump administration, Trump won first time, and he was, I would say that he was the one of the few loyal people around the Trump, when like in 2020, when a lot of Trump cabinet are like they were like abandoned him at that time. People are leaving the train right now, or leaving the ship. But there are few who stick to the very end, and I would say there's John Ratcliffe, Kash Patel, Stephen Miller. You gotta love Stephen Miller. He's a very smart guy. He's the deputy chief of staff, at White House right now. And then Richard Grenell. I'm gonna show you a picture of Richard Grenell right here. He's also, is a very loyal to Trump, and he was the former ambassador of Germany. And then he also he's also run the DNI. He's the Intel Department acting director. He was I was very impressed with Grenell. And by the way, Grenell, is everybody know he's gay. He's gay, but he doesn't dress up like a drag queen or something like that. He's very respected man, and then. That only show you that Trump doesn't discriminate, because you're gay or you're lesbian. He's not going to use you. As long as you are capable, you're smart, you are a patriot, he's going to use you. So Richard Grenell, he called him back. He's like he has so many job for him. He just went to Venezuela, I think, yeah, he just went there to meet Maduro, and to tell President Maduro that, hey, you know what, you have to take your people back. Those illegal alien. We want to send it back to you, and you have to go pick them up. And then we did not give them anything in return. This is a straight deal. No exchange, according to Richard Grenell, and he also took 6 American hostage back without giving anything. So that just to show you, his capability. He's very tough. Like Richard was saying that he's a tough he's a tough man. He doesn't show emotion normally, but he said that bringing back the hostage, really means probably it's going to go down in his like achievement, a big deal for him. So that's Richard Grenell, and then now he's the head of the Kennedy Center. He's the acting president or chairman of the Kennedy Center. And Trump just want to revive that beautiful museum, and they're gonna turn it around because right now they are losing money. That Kennedy Center was losing money. So he's that's his job right now, is to turn it around, and then after that maybe he will move on to another assignment for President Trump. So that's Richard Grenell. And then let's see. Okay, so here's Kash Patel. Like I just already shared with you the information about Kash Patel, and then I have read the book about, I read some of I just didn't have the time. I did read the book of Kash Patel about it's called Government Gangster, something like that. But I didn't read the whole thing. I wanna go back to the library. I just normally go to my my library and rent the book. I don't buy books anymore unless there are books that probably not gonna I mostly like to buy books. I go to like a thrift shop, buy books. Those about, I don't know. It's all. I so much interesting in history, politics, or war, civil war, especially civil war. If I see a book at the thrift shop of civil war, I buy it. Especially if the picture are so incredible, I buy it, and then I don't read it. I just stuck it in one of my shelf. I have so many bookshelf. I have more than 10 bookshelf. I'm telling you, I have thousands of books. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have to eventually. I will have to donate it. I don't know what to do. Anyway, so yeah, I used to go to like Barnes and Noble. That's my hangout before. I go to Barnes and Noble, and then I buy books there. If I see it, if I like it, I buy it. And now I don't know if they're still around. I think they're still around, but I don't go there now. I just go to like Goodwill or thrift shop, other thrift shop. That's where I buy my books or DVD. Anyway, that's Kash Patel. So people are so excited. This is everybody's waiting for the confirmation of Kash Patel, and then he has promised he's gonna release the controversial Epstein list, and then also the DD list, because I think this is what I'm hearing. This probably is gonna be a lot of people. It's gonna be a very controversial, so that is very exciting to see. Who's on the list. It's a lot of big names. It's on the list from Epstein, and then also Didi. It's wait and see. Let's wait and see. And then the one more big thing's happening last week. Is it no? This week. Today is Saturday. I'm recording this. It's Saturday. The other things that I want to share with you is 1 second. Let me see here. No, not this one. Okay, this one. No, not. I think I already show you. Okay, so here is General Kane. You know, General Kane is the his name is then General Racine Kane. He was the I heard about Trump has mentioned about this a couple of times already when he decided to go to on Trump 1. He decided to go to Afghanistan and to meet the soldier there. And then when he reached there, I remember he was telling the story that it was so dangerous flight. They have to turn off all the lights on Air Force One. They were landing without any lights. You know, this is how dangerous it is at that time, because they don't want to get attention, and then the enemy can shut it down or something like that. So they have to be going in quietly without anybody, alert anybody, especially the enemy. So once Air Force One landed in a secret base in Afghanistan, he was escorted and to meet the top general there, and then he talked to this man right here, General Kane, and then he was saying that how long can we defeat ISIS? And General Kane was saying maybe 4 weeks, and Trump was at 4 weeks. Well, the general in Washington, they were telling him it would take 2 or 3 years, and he was saying 4 weeks, and he said, yes sir. And are you sure? He said, yes sir, if you just give me the go ahead, we can take care of ISIS in about 4 weeks. And then Trump have to be very careful, and he think about it, and then once he get back, I think he probably have to talk to his trusted advisors. The general over there told me that he can take care of ISIS in 4 weeks. So and Trump decided, okay, give him the go ahead. I said, okay, go ahead, you do it. Do the best you can. To take down the ISIS, and he did. He did it in, I think, in 3 weeks. So he even beat his deadline or something like that. So Trump was so impressed. He was very impressed with him, and now he's just like at a wartime, and also getting rid of the DEI people in Washington, like a transgen, they're out already. Clean house. It's a clean house time. So I'm excited to hear that General Racine Kane is now the chief of staff of the of our military, and he's just to give you a little bit background, he's a 3-star. His rank is a colonel general. In the Air Force is a colonel general, and that's a 3-star. A 3-star, and then I just Googled how many colonel general in our military. I think there's like a 50 or 55, something like that. So he beat the other, 50 something colonel general, and then ahead of that, ahead of him in rank is the I think is the full general, right? Full general. I could be wrong. after colonel, general is the general, and I just Google how many general in U.S. military. There's like I think 40 something. So he kind of bypassed. Can you imagine that he's a 3-star? He kind of bypassed the 40 4-star general because why? Because President Trump was so impressed with him, and he's the one who take out ISIS in less than 4 weeks. So this is now the the trend in the U.S. It's not about it's not about DEI. It's not about the what do you call that, the transgender or something like that. It's all about your capability or your skill right now. So I'm so glad, congrats to General Kane. He is now the top military man. He's the 4-star general right now, in charge of the military. Anyway, all right. So let's go. I want to play maybe I show you. Let me play a short video of Howard. 1 second.
When was America great? At the turn of the century, our economy was rocking. This is 1900, 125 years ago. We had no income tax. And all we had was tariffs. All we had was tariffs. And we had so much money that we had the greatest businessmen of America get together to try to figure out how to spend it. That's who we were then. But then we had World War I and we had World War II. And we felt we had a duty to rebuild the rest of the world. So here's what we did. We took down our protection. We took down our tariffs. And we turned instead and we taxed Americans so that we could export the power of our economy and save the rest of the world, which we did. Now let me ask you a question. What decade should that have ended? Should it have ended in the 80s? The 90s? 2000? What in the world are we doing? We're letting the rest of the world eat our lunch. And it is time to make America great again.
All right, so that's Howard. But I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, it's just an idea, I think he's just trying to get people excited. Also, President Trump have floated the idea, but again, he was saying maybe we should just get rid of the income tax. But I don't think so. Not when you have when you're in debt of 37 trillion. You got to take care of that. Our debt first before we can do something for the taxpayer. I remember a couple of senators were suggesting about flat taxes. Why don't we just do a flat taxes like 15% for everybody? It doesn't matter how full is your pocket. Everybody pay one rate. 15%. Because it's been like a controversial. They were saying that the poor people are paying taxes, and then the rich people, especially the elite, they don't pay taxes. They get away with for tax deductible because of their business, which is true. And I think I heard it from I'm like a big fan of Warren Buffett. And then he was saying that, can you imagine, he's one of the richest men at that time. This was like maybe 10 years ago. He was saying that, why am I, paying less taxes than my secretary? My secretary works so hard and she have to pay more taxes than me. I mean, some of the rich people, they don't mind paying taxes, but it was just because it was given to them. It was, it almost like no choice. They have to take, the advantage, of not paying, much taxes. So, yeah, I think I remember Senator Cruz was saying that just do a flat tax. It's much easier, and that's true. Because, every time I don't know much about taxes. My wife do the accounting, and then I have a CPA also manage our tax tax return, but it get very complicated, with that. There's so many things, even if you go to like those what you call tax services, sometimes they don't know. They have to like I have to do some more research and I'll get back to you, something like that. If you have a question, some of them are they are very knowledgeable, but not everybody, so. And then if you call the IRS, sometimes you get conflicting answer. Even sometimes they don't know the exact. They also have to do the research. So why not make it make it simple to understand? And then in that way, if you have the flat tax, you don't have to, you can just do your own taxes much easier. So hopefully, I think we will probably. That is more a possibility than totally no income tax. So that's just my humble opinion. What else is going on here? This cabinet right now, it's incredible. It's almost like the old loyalty people, and then added with the new breed. Like a new breed, like Pete Hegseth. We never heard about Pete Hegseth, and then Kristi Noem. She's the governor of I think what do you call that's the North Dakota. She ran it pretty good. Trump was very impressed with her, and now she's the Homeland Security chief. And then I think Marco Rubio was a surprise. That really caught me surprised. One other person that I really would like to be in the cabinet was Vivek Ramaswamy. I love Vivek. I can watch him talk all day. He's so smart. He's like not only smart, but he's like have photograph memory. He can debate with anybody. He's a good debater, and he can. I think he memorized even the Constitution, even the Bible. This guy is smart, top notch, but he's gonna be the probably governor of Ohio, and then that's good for Ohio. I think it's good because Vivek is so smart, but he just doesn't have this he's in the private sector. He's a multimillionaire. I don't know, he could be a billionaire too, but he need like get the experience, so being a governor of Ohio, I think that would be a plus for him, if he really wants to change, the country. I remember Vivek, he's the one who kind of, end Nikki Haley political career. I love that video, when they were debating, Vivek's on the stage with DeSantis, and then Chris Christie also there, and Nikki Haley, and Vivek just savage, murder Nikki Haley on that stage right there. I think that's the time that Nikki Haley career ended. On that stage right there. So hopefully we will see Vivek Ramaswamy again. And then who else? So it was such a relief watching this new cabinet compared to the Trump one. And you think about it right now, you think about like before Trump won, we have Mike Pence. Oh my God. Who else? Mike Pompeo. I I used to like Mike Pompeo. I thought he was a good guy, and then until I heard Tucker Carlson was saying that Mike Pompeo was not a very good man, So, and then you have General Milley, this Bill Barr. Can you believe Bill Barr? Oh, what a disappointment, Like I remember watching that, they just like do nothing. They would do nothing, and they're not, doing their job. They're not helping Trump, In fact, they were kind of, against Trump. So it's such a relief right now with this new cabinet. And just listening to Pam Bondi was talking that they were coordinating, because they were friends. They know each other, they've been, with together for a while. It's not like they just put in together now. They've been friends for a while now with all these people, So it's they're even excited, to be working together to help this country back again, to make America great again. So that's my my update right now. If there's any more news, I'll share it with you again. And let me know your thought on this video. I'm welcome everybody if you wanna share your opinion, and then just keep it clean. And then also I try to be more tolerant, with the troll. You just can't help it. Anyway, as long you keep it clean, no problem. I'm gonna leave your comment, and I also read your comment and also try to respond back to your comment. Anyway, thanks again for watching. Take care. Stay safe. Bye bye.